completion of harvest marks the end of the growing season for the vegetable, arable and fruit farmers. It's a time of joy and thanksgiving. So I'm here today with my dad Peter to find out what Harvest 2020 had in store for him. Well Peter, what are we at today?
Well David, just pushing up the last bit of dried grain into the store here for the winter.
And what were you growing this year?
We were growing spring barley and winter barley. The winter barley was sown last autumn 2019 and harvested the last week in July, and the spring barley was sown around Easter time and was harvested the first week in September. And the reason being is so that we can split our workload, and also we're not putting all our eggs in one basket, especially in a year like this.
Oh, absolutely. So obviously this year was a bit of a roller coaster year. I mean, were there many highs and lows that you can reflect on?
Well, probably the low would have been the very disappointing winter barley harvest and winter barley yield, and that was mainly put down to the very wet winter followed by the very dry spring.
Aye.
Now, the high of the year would have been the exceptionally good spring barley harvest, which did very well, and that was down to the very good spring.
Yeah. Have you got a favourite harvest hymn?
Well, for those people who know me, they'll know I didn't inherit my mother's singing voice.
No.
But I've always been struck by the words of the famous hymn, "We plough the fields and scatter the good seed on the land, but it is fed and watered by God's almighty hand."
Have you learned anything about yourself over the harvest period?
Well, over the years I've learned that no two seasons are the same, and this has been no exception. But I've learned to be content with what we have and to be thankful to God for His goodness and blessings to us.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much. I'll leave you to it.
Cheers, David.
Have a good day.